Okay, good morning, children. So yesterday what we learned now, we learned about the rationalizing the denominator. Okay, today we are going to the next topic, laws of exponents for real numbers. Laws of exponents for real numbers. Okay, laws of exponents for real numbers. Already we learned this class in 8th class. Again we have to recall that now. A power m into a power n. How can you write this one? A power m into a power n. A power m plus n. Okay. Now, second line is a power m whole power n. How can you write this one? A power m into n. Third law, a power m by a power n. Okay. So here three answers are there. First one is a power m minus n. A power m minus n. Why? Because here both bases are same. So this n will be transposed here. What will become? Minus n. If m is greater than n. If m is greater than n. And next it is equal to 1 if m equal to n. Both are equal means what is that answer? A power 0. That means 1. Okay. So that's why if m is equal to n means that answer is 1. Next one 1 by a power m minus n if m is less than n. If m is less than n minus m. If m is less than n means 1 by a power n minus m. Next, fourth law is a power m into b power m. So ab both are having same exponent. So that's why ab whole power m. Okay. And next one, fifth one is 1 by a power n. 1 by a power n. How can you write this one? A power minus n. A power minus n. And next one, a power 0. If you take any power it is 0, we'll get answer 1. A power 0 is equal to 1. And these are already we learned in previous classes. Next, new law is nth root of a. What do you call this one? Nth root of a. How can you write this one? A power 1 by n. Nth root a can be written as a power 1 by n. Okay, these are the last one. So first value is a power m into a power n is a power m plus n. A power m whole power n is equal to a power m n. A power m by a power n is equal to a power m. This n will be transposed here. What will become? Minus n. If m is greater than n. Is equal to 1 if m is equal to n. Both are equal means if m is equal to n means answer is 1. Next, if m is less than n means 1 by a power n minus 1. Okay, m. Next, a power m into b power m is equal to ab whole power m. Another one, 1 by a power m is equal, how can you write? A power minus n. A power 0 is equal to 1. Nth root of a is equal to a power 1 by n. Okay, ma'am. Come on, write this last. Example 19, children. Simplify first one is 2 power 2 by 3 into 2 power 1 by 3. Second one, 5 1 by 7 whole power 4. Third one, 3 1 by 5 by 3 1 by 3. Fourth one, 7 1 by 17 into 11 1 by 17. You have to simplify before you learn the last law. So that using that last you have to simplify this. Okay. So first one is what is given 2 power 2 by 3 into 2 power 1 by 3. So here bases of both are equal. You have to add the exponents. Okay. So 2 into whole power 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3. Okay. Now 2 power here the denominators both are equal. So you have to add numerators 2 plus 1 3 by 3. Okay, 3 by 3 means 1 time. So 2 power 1 that is equal what is the answer? 2 only. Okay. Next. Second one 5 1 by 7 whole power 4. So 5 1 by 7. Here see a power m whole power n. How can you write a power m n? So you have to multiply these two exponents. 1 by 7 into 4. How much? 5 power 1 into 4, 4 by 7. Okay. Next, third one. 3 1 by 5 by 3 1 by 3. So it is in the form of a power m by a power n. How can you write? 3 power a power m minus n. So m is 1 by 5 minus what is n here? 1 by 3. Okay. Now simplify this one. 5 and 3. What is the LCM for 5 and 3? 15. 3 times 3 1 3. Here 5 times 5 1 5. How much? 3 power 3 minus 5 2 minus 2 by 15. Okay. So what is the answer? 3 power minus 2 by 15. How can you write this one? 1 by, it is in the form of a power minus n. How can you write 1 by a power 3? A power n. Okay. Like that 1 by a power 3 power 2 by 15. Next, fourth one. 7 1 by 7 into 11 power 1 by 7. 17. Huh? So here exponents are equal. Exponents are equal means you should multiply these two bases. So 7 into 11 whole power 1 by 17. 7 11 how much? 77 whole power 1 by 17. Okay children? Come on write. See here, do this problem is just simplify. I'll tell first term. 16 whole power 1 by 2. How to simplify this one? 16 whole power 1 by 2. Can you write 16? 4 square? Yes, 4 4 16. Okay. 4 square whole power 1 by 2. Now it is in the form of a power m whole power n. What is that formula? A power m n. So 4 square into 1 by 2. So 2 2 will be cancelled. What is the answer? 4 power 1. What is the answer? 4 only. Okay. Like that you can do remaining two sums. Here see one printing mistake is there. 343 whole power 1 by 5 is given. You have to write 1 by 3, not 5. Okay. 343 whole power 1 by 3 right, not 5. Come on, write first. Remaining two sums you can do homework. Next one, third. Third. What is called as third? If n is a positive rational number greater than 1. N is a positive rational number greater than 1. So, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, like that on the number line is there, no? So, n is a positive rational number greater than 1. That means from 2 onwards. Okay. So, n is a positive rational number greater than 1. So, it starts from 2 onwards. Okay. And a is a positive rational number but not nth power of any rational number, then nth root a is called a third. Write the definition first. If n is a positive rational number greater than 1 and a is a positive rational number, a is a positive rational number but not nth power of any rational number, then nth root a or a power 1 by n is called a third of nth order, nth order. Okay, so what is the definition meaning here? N is a positive rational number greater than 1. Greater than 1 means you have to take from 2 onwards. So here n, you have to take 2, 3, 4, like that square roots. Okay. And next a is a positive rational number. So a is also a positive rational number but not nth power of any rational number. That means you didn't take same number of rational number. Okay. Nth power. Okay. That is called nth root of a or a power 1 by n is called a third. You have to write n in the middle of this square root. Okay. So what do you call nth root of a or a power 1 by n is called a third of nth order. So here n is called a, what is called n? It is an order. N is the order. And what is the symbol? Radical symbol. And a is called radicand. Okay, ma'am? Right. Here a is called radicand. A is called radicand. Nth root is called radical sign. Radical sign. N is called degree of radical. Degree of radical. Come on, right. So here nth root a, it is called a third I told. Okay. So this is in the form of radical form. Nth root a is called radical form. Here I am writing a power 1 by n. It is an exponential form. Exponential form means it is a power. No, this is exponent. So that's why it is calling as exponential form and this is radical form. Okay. See some examples, children. Root 7. Root 7. It is a third or not? Yes, it is a third. Why? Because there is no root for 7. So it is a third. Okay. Next. Cube root of 8. Cube root of 8. It is a third or not? How can you write this 8? Cube root of 8 can be written as 2 cube. 2 2s 4, 4 2s 8. So 2 cube. You can write 2 3 times, then we will get 8. Okay. Then simplify this one. Cube root 2 cube. This cube root will be converted into 1 by 3. So 3 will be cancelled. So what is the answer? 2. So 2 is a third, children. 2 is a third? No. So 2 is not a third. Here why? Because 8 having cube root is there. So 2 cube will write. So 3 will be cancelled 2. So 8 is not a third. Okay. So root 7 is a third. Cube root of 8 is not a third. Okay. Cube root of 9. Is it a third, children? Yes, it is a third. Why? Because 9 can be written as 3 square only, not 3. Okay, not 3 cube. So it is a third. Did you understand, ma'am? Next, do this, see, children. Write the following surds in exponential form. Here some surds are given, you have to write in exponential form. Exponential form means you have to write in powers. First one is square root of 2. How can you write in exponential form? Square root of 2. 2 power, I already told you, nth root is greater than 1. So that means greater than 1 means you have to write, if it's not there any number means you have to write 2. So 2 power 1 by 2. So square root of 2 can be written as 2 power 1 by 2. Okay. Next. Second one is cube root of 9. How can you write in the exponential form? 9. This cube root is, how can you write? 1 by 3. Did you understand, ma'am? Like that remaining sums you can do homework. Next, second, see, write the surds in radical form. This is the first Roman, second Roman, first sum, see. You can write here surds, you can write in radical form. Exponential form is given. 5 power 1 by 7. How can you write in radical form? 5 power 1 by 7. Yes, 7th root of 5. How can you write? 7th root of 5. Did you understand? Next, see here. Third one. 5 power 2 by 3. How can you write in third radical form? If there is numerator means, numerator 1 means you should write like this. But here numerator 2 is there now. How can you write? 2 by 5. Okay. 5 power 2 by 5. How can you write? See here. 5 square into 1 by 5. Can you write like this? This exponential form? 2 into 1 by 5? Yes. Okay. Now 5 square. This 1 by 5 will move to the like this. 5th root of 5 square. Did you understand? 5th root of 5 square. How can you write? 5th root of 5 square means 25. Did you understand, ma'am? You should write in radical form. Numerator will be always 1 only. Okay. Right. And remaining sums you can do homework.